Hi friends, myself Gautam. Today I'll help you to understand how you can do web scraping through the special library called Beautiful Soup. Uh, Before starting this, I would like to say a few things. So earlier even I was using one library. This is called Google underscore images underscore download. Currently, this is not working as of today. And in fact, Google keep their code often changes so that it's quite difficult to continue a code for a longer time. So as similarly, however, this library is not working as of now, might be who knows, after a few days even my code will not support for this. If these things happen, please keep on uh, checking my this video description box, so that if any code changes happen I can update the new video or new git code of GitHub. I can update that link in the description box. You will be helpful, might be for that from there. Okay, let's begin. Yeah. So before that, I need to import the OS, import the request. These are the library. If you have not installed this request library, just you can do a pip install request from the CMD Anaconda command prompt. You can able to install. Then we required BS4 from Beautiful Soup. We record Beautiful Soup from BS4. We need to install, make an install, pip install BS4. Uh, Basically, this Beautiful Soup helps you to extract the required data from any HTML or XML or other markup languages. Okay, so yeah, uh, to do web scraping from the Google image site, we require the Google image link. This is the Google link for images. Okay, I'll show you. I'll copy this and I save this link in the Google a variable called Google images. I'll show you here these links. See, this come to directly Google image. Okay, that's fine. Then what else we required is we required our system user agent. How we will get the user agent is you can write in Google. Here you can see I'll show you in new browser. You can write here my user agent. You will get this. Just you can copy this and paste it here between this to this. Okay, these are the standard. You can keep same thing here, and I am saving this details of dictionary in a variable called u underscore aznt. Okay, so then to download the images I required a folder where the image will be saved. That folder name I had given as Google images, and that image, that folder variable is created as image folder. Okay, then what I am doing, I am writing a function. It will first check the path whether that folder image folder is exist or not. Image folder means that Google images folder name that is available in my uh, path where this you know uh, code is saved. Okay, if it is not there, if this folder is not there in that path, so it will create a directory of that folder named Google images. Then it will do the function of download image, which will download the image. I hope it is clear. First, it will check the folder exists or not, named as Google image. If it is exists, it those photos will copy to the same file. If not, it will create as uh, new directory as that folder name, and there it will download the image. Okay, next, to download the image, I created a function called download underscore images. Here what I am giving an option is for user to enter the keyword. Enter your search keyword. It is an input. It may be a string, integer value or string, anything, that doesn't matter. So what I request you is, before entering the keyword, first you go to Google, whatever the photo you record. Suppose you record dog photo. Okay, just you see dog, whether it is coming perfectly or not. You can see all the dogs photo. If you are searching not this type of photo, something difficult keyword or long keyword, then first you search the keyword in Google, then whether that relevant picture is coming or not. If relevant picture is coming, that means keyword is matching with the your requirement. So that keyword you can put at the time of uh, giving the input to this enter your search keyword. Okay, then I am taking one more input as integer value, number of images. I am giving an option for user to enter the number of images you want, okay, as input. Then what I am doing is I'm giving a I'm printing as print searching images. It will give a line that it is searching the image. And then what I am doing is I am putting here a query. I am taking the Google image. It is nothing but the Google link. You can see here Google image this. Okay, it will first take this link, then it will concat with a symbol called q is equal. This is nothing but the query. I'll show you how exactly it will work. Okay, first it will come here like this, Google image. Okay, then q equal, that means after ampersand it will be like q is equal, then data is nothing but, if you are searching the keyword dog, it will directly be like that, or if you are looking for rows, it will be directly like this. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll put dog here. I'll show you whether in this link whatever the required data you required is coming or not. See, exactly, we are getting. Sometimes if you are browsing from other site, or you are coming in Google from here and there, then this link may be bigger with various syntax. Okay, you don't need to worry. You can this is one catch point, how you will see this URL, what is the unique, how it is. You can see here, this is the query value. Okay, so this is the main data, whatever I'm inputting. You can see here data, it is nothing but the input keyword which I am giving here, and q is nothing but the q equal is the query. Okay, I hope till here it is fine. And this concat value I am assigning to a variable called search URL. Okay, then what I am doing is I am see, there are two methods to call to get the values request. Either you can go with the get method or post method. Post method, basically you need to input two data. The difference basically with the get and post method is get method transfer the data through URL and append it to the list. Okay, and in post method of transferring data from one system to server, what happened, it sends the data in the message body, and post method is more secure. But here we don't need to worry about the secure because we are just extracting the uh, images. There is no id password, so that we need to go with post. So it depends upon you, whichever the request request.get or post you want, you can give. Okay, so then what I am doing, I am passing the url. This is nothing but the concatenated url, search url here, and I need to give request. It is nothing but the header equal usn. This is nothing but my user asn. This is nothing but usn. I can show you this dictionary usn. User asn details I need to mention here to get the response from that url. That url is nothing but this google concat url. Okay, so when we get the response, all the when we get the response from request.get, uh, that data will be in html. Okay, which is little bit difficult to visualize. So what I am doing, I am converting that into a plain text through dot text function so that I can view this perfectly. Okay, once I converted that, I am assigning to a variable. Simply I am giving a name called html. So then what I am doing, I am creating a variable called b underscore soup, and I'm using beautiful soup here. I am uh, giving here the response text. Either see, this is an additional line. I If you want, you can remove off, and you can directly put instead of html response dot text, and that response url in dot text format plus html.parser. This is basically to extract the features from the html files. Okay, then from this b underscore show, what I am doing is I am finding my required features. Find using the find all function. So what is my required feature? See, find all take syntax is something like that. It takes the first pattern, what type of pattern you want, and it takes next the string or whatever the data, from whatever the data it will extract. Okay, my pattern here is img, and my string is nothing but this dictionary. I require the key which have class name and value which have this. Okay, how you will get this, I'll show you. Okay, either you can do control u, then you can do a control f and you can find, or you can directly right click here, you can go for view page source. This is quite, challenging to find that exact class. Okay, it's time consuming and challenging also. You need to exactly find which main url I need to take. See, whenever you see url, then you need to see these things perfectly. These are not the urls. You need to come down. Reference no, source no, secret no, class no. Earlier that tag was something like that, rg underscore meta. It is now scenes, and instead of that pattern image, earlier it was div. Right now it changed. Source data, it should be started with http. I It took me time to find out that. Okay, So what I'll do, I'll search data underscore src, because I know that's why I'm directly finding the keyword, so that it will be little bit time saving. Okay, here see, this is the data hyphen source. This is the main source where the URL image URL is present. Okay, what I need to do is I need to take all the URL where data keyword data hyphen source is mentioned, and from those all URL I need to extract the images. If I do a search of data hyphen src, okay, you can see here this is a unique URL where images is there. This this is not. Then again you can see this is another URL where images is there. Then another URL where images is there. Another URL where images is there. Similarly, HTTPS. This is the another URL. Images is there. Okay. So uh, one second. RG underscore. Yeah. Again, this class I required. This class need to put there, and the pattern I record img. Okay, so this is little bit challenging. You need, it takes time to understand and get what exactly you need to collect put from here to extract the required details. Okay, so this is the value, nothing but class keyword and value. This you can see here, it is the same value. Okay, this is the pattern img. Here I am putting the pattern. Okay, img. I hope till here it is fine. Then what I am doing, I am creating a variable initialized with the count 0, and I am creating a new list variable image links with a empty list. Okay, so whatever the URL we got from data hyphen source, we will append those URL in this list. So this is the code for uh, iterator say race in results. I'm doing a try and expect except, so that if it fails searching, then again it will continue. How? Try link is equal res. This is nothing but, you can take I also for I in results for convenient. I is equal data source is nothing but the links. I'll again show you. See, this is one data source, this is one, similarly this is one data source. Okay, here, 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 you can see. Yeah, so that data source who have that name, it will save to link, and in empty list that is nothing but image links, that link will append. Okay, then what we are doing, once link is append, we are increasing the count to find the next. This function you can write something like that also, count plus is equal, something like that also you can write. I can show you. You can write plus here. So if you write sometime, I hope this will not work, this is not the syntax. Or if you write something like this, this will not work. This should be together, then only this code will work. Okay, this should be together. Either this, you can write this, or you can write this. Okay, both are same. Then what I am doing, whatever the number of images we have passed here, enter the number of images you want. This is nothing but uh, this number of images. This, if count of images is equal to or greater than number of images, then break the loop and it comes here. If it is less than number of images, I have assigned 5. If the images is 4, if any error occurs, it will again continue the loop until it reaches this value. Okay, if any error occurs. So once it reaches that number, it will come to print statement. It will print found length image links. That means whatever, if I put say 10 images, if I record say 10 images, if it find only 5 images, it will show found 5 images. Or if it is able to find 10 out of 10, it will say found 10 images. Okay, then I am printing a start downloading after finding that count. So here I am writing a function to take out the index number and the value using the enumerate function. I hope everybody know how enumerate function works. I'll quickly give you example. Okay, you can see I have a list, say A 1 2 3 4 and B. Let me run this. Okay, then if I print only for I in A, means this list print I. Let me print this first. You can see here it is printing A, then 1 2 3 4, then B. Okay, this. If I work with enumerate, what happen is it will come with the index number. 0 will be A, then 1 will be 1, 2 will be 2, 3 will be 3, 4 will be 4, 5 will be B. Let me run this. See, 4 will be 4, 5 will be. This gives the value as well as the index number also, enumerate function. Okay, I hope this is understandable for you. So we are here. Yeah, so whatever the image links, that list, okay, whatever the count of image link list, that what I am doing is I am taking their index number and the values also, image link also. Then I am passing that things to get request in a variable response. And finally what I am doing, I am uh, giving the image name. This is basically for to image main folder. This is nothing but the Google image folder. You can see here this image folder, which is nothing but the Google image folder. That means after giving this in line, I'll be inside that folder, and the image name will be data. Data is nothing but the dog. Suppose if you are giving input keyword as dog, which is nothing but the data. See, data, I can show you here. Data is equal, enter your keyword. If I am giving a keyword dog, then my data here will be dog, and I am concatenating with that str I plus 1. That means index value plus 1. I don't want my image to be start with dog 0. I want my image name should be something like that. If I am giving the keyword dog, it should be dog 1, and I am saving that in .jpg jpeg format. Okay, then I am writing those images in a write byte mode, and I am giving the name of those images by this, okay, inside this folder, and I'm taking as of now as file as alias, and I'm just passing the uh, response content in that file. Okay, that means uh, I am just pasting those photos into that folder with that name content, and once done it will give you a print download completed. Okay, I hope this everybody knows. Once I write this function, it directly goes to main. It start from main function where I had defined main. You can see once I run this, it goes to main here and it start executing. Okay, fine. I hope this is clear. Mm, okay, fine. So I'll execute this. If you are with Spider, you need to go to Windows R. Okay, I'll go with Anaconda prompt. Okay, then I need to see this is the folder. Okay, I'm inside this drive. I'll copy this path. See, if you don't know how to change the directory, maybe this CMD or Anaconda prompt, I have another video how you can do various activity in CMD directory. The link I'll paste in the description box below. You can go and check out that. Okay, right now I need to go to a drive, then cd hyphen. I need to go inside this folder. I'm done. I'm inside this folder. Okay, then I record this file name, rename. Okay, I'll just copy this. Done. Then to run this I need to write python, then I need to give the name of this file dot with extension py. Enter your search key. Okay, what you want, dog. Enter how many images I want. Okay, let's take 10. Okay, searching images, found 10 images. Start downloading. Download completed. Okay, let me go to file. You can see here this are the 10 images. Count 10 items. You can see 1 to 10. Okay, dog images in the folder this Google Images. I'll delete this folder. So we are done with this, and if you are working from PyCharm, then this is the file. You can directly go here. How to run, I'll show you from PyCharm also. You can just right click here, run this file. Okay, then from terminal you need to just mention keyword, say dog, enter how many images, 10 images, enter, start downloading. Download completed. Okay, uh, I can see here also Google Images. This is the folder. You can see here, this is the dog folder, this is the 10th images. Okay, or what I can do is I can see here also this folder. See, 10 images, 10 items, 10 images I got. Okay, this is fine. So next, yeah, there is a challenges in Google. What is happening is if you want to download say 1,000 images or 2,000 images for your maybe some image based project, for that you can't able to download in a bulk. The problem happening is Google have a restriction. From single IP you can do max download of 80 images one go. If you use any proxy IP, then you may able to download 1000, 2000, 5000 one go. So I'm working on that, and I'll be very soon uploading a video of proxy where through proxy you can download those images. It will be I'm working on it. It will be that link will be given in the description below. Okay, and I'll show how much maximum images you can download from here. Let me run this. Run. Okay, let's take dog image only. Sorry. Here, dog. Okay, then how many? I'm writing 1000. Okay, but it will download maximum 80. See here, found 80 images only, because that is the restriction from single IP. Download completed. I'll show here in the folder. See, you can see these are the dog 80. Okay, you can see here 80 items, 1 to 80. You can one go 80. Also, what I will do, in description of this video you will find this code link of GitHub repository. You can go and you can try from your side. Also, I request you, if you like this web scraping part, please support me by liking the video and subscribing the video. And once you subscribe, whatever the proxy or any new updated video will come, definitely you will get those videos very soon. Okay, thank you one and all.